What if a one-year adventure changed your life forever? 24 years ago, I packed one backpack and headed to Asia for what I thought was a 1 to 2 year teaching gig. Spoiler alert, I never left. And my story isn't unique. Thousands of teachers land here every year, 1 year contract in their hand, ready for an adventure. They plan to see the world, maybe pay off some student loans, and then head home. But then something often happens. The return ticket gets pushed back once, then twice, until it's forgotten altogether. By the end of this video, you'll know the top 5 reasons, from shocking savings potential to an incredible quality of life, that turns so many teachers into long-term expats. These aren't theories from a Google search. This is the reality from years on the ground. You'll see how a 1 year plan snowballs into a life you never imagined, and maybe, just maybe, how you could build one too. Reason 1, the massive savings potential. So let's start with the reason that gets most people on the plane in the first place, the money. It's not just about the salary, it's actually about what you can actually save. Back home, a teacher's salary often feels like a bit of a constant battle against the cost of living. Here in Asia though, the equation gets flipped on its head. For many, this is the first time they can save a huge chunk of their income without living like a monk. Now here's the secret, it's not just about the paycheck, it's about the package. In certain places, whether it be South Korea, China or Japan, many contracts come loaded with benefits that slash your biggest expenses. We're talking free furnished accommodation or a generous housing allowance, reimbursed flights home each year, solid health insurance, and even a contract completion bonus that works like a forced savings account. When you take rent, your single biggest monthly bill, out of the picture, your ability to save skyrockets. Salaries themselves are pretty competitive. I'm not earning that much less than I would be if I was back home in Australia, but I'm also getting free accommodation, a lower tax rate, those flights and bonuses and insurance, and all those things add up, and then you take into account the low cost of living as well. But these salaries do vary. At a private language centre, you might start on around $2,000 a month. But an experienced licensed teacher at a top-tier international school, somewhere like Singapore, China or the UAE, can see salaries pushing towards $90,000, even $100,000 a year, and more for some packages in Hong Kong. Taxes are much lower than you're used to, with 12 to 15% being common, and tax-free even in places like Dubai. In South Korea, most teachers easily save over $1,000 a month while living comfortably. And in Southeast Asia, in countries like Vietnam or Thailand, where salaries are lower, you're still able to save over $2,000 a month due to the incredibly low cost of living. Suddenly, you're not just living paycheck to paycheck, you're crushing debt, investing and building a real financial future, all while having the adventure of a lifetime. Reason 2, the unbeatable quality of life. So financial freedom gets you here, but the reason people really put down roots is the massive upgrade in their daily quality of life. This is where the 1 year plan really starts to fall apart. In the West, we're taught to worship the hustle, which usually just means long hours and work stress bleeding into your personal time. In many teaching jobs in Asia, that's just not the vibe. Work-life balance can be a real thing. Schedules are predictable, and when the school day is over, you may actually be done. Now this of course can vary from school to school. And those long school holidays aren't just a fantasy. They're your ticket to explore. But the quality of life goes way beyond the classroom. In many Asian cities, you're stepping into a world that is hyper-efficient, incredibly safe and convenient. Public transport is often world-class, clean and cheap, making your new city feel instantly accessible. Healthcare is another game changer. Countries like Singapore, Japan and South Korea have some of the best healthcare systems in the world. And so does Thailand, but at half the cost. Even elsewhere, getting quality, affordable care is often far less of a nightmare than what you might usually be used to. You stop thinking twice about walking home late at night. You eat incredible, affordable food for almost every meal. You have the time, the energy and money to pick up a new hobby or just enjoy where you live. You feel safe, you feel free, and that feeling is addictive. It becomes very, very hard to leave behind. Reason number 3, professional growth and a culture of respect. There's a common myth that teaching in Asia is a gap year job, a fun break from a real career. The reality for many is that this is where their career truly takes off. The continent is a global education hub and the opportunities for professional growth are everywhere. International schools especially tend to invest very heavily in their teachers, offering clear paths to leadership roles, curriculum design and specialised certificates like the IB. Many teachers find themselves in positions of responsibility years earlier than they ever would back home. Because the demand for great educators is so high, schools are genuinely motivated to keep and promote their best people. But beyond the resume, there's a deeper kind of satisfaction, respect. In many Asian cultures, teachers and education are generally held in high regard. You feel this in the classroom as well. Students are often motivated, disciplined, and truly happy to be there. Of course, no job is without its challenges, but the general atmosphere is one of focus and mutual respect. It lets you do what you love, teach. That feeling of being a valued professional, combined with seeing the real impact you have on engaged students, creates a powerful sense of purpose that money alone could never buy. Reason number 4, the ultimate travel and adventure hub. Okay, so this is the one that fills up your Instagram feed. Living in Asia completely changes your relationship with travel. It stops being a once-a-year, crazy, expensive, meticulously planned event. It just becomes a regular part of your life. A 3-day weekend is no longer for chores. It's for a quick flight to see the temples of Angkor Wat in Cambodia. That week-long school break is your chance to go diving in the Philippines or to explore the street food scene in Penang. When you're based in hubs like Bangkok, Singapore or Hong Kong, you're just a few hours and often less than $100 away from a dozen different countries. You're not just a tourist anymore, you're a regional explorer. You learn the travel hacks, you find the hidden gems, and you get to experience these incredible places with a depth that a 2-week vacation could never really offer. The constant novelty and the sheer ease of adventure become woven into the fabric of your lifestyle. Living doesn't just mean quitting a job, it means giving up a life of perpetual discovery. Reason 5, finding your people, a true sense of community. Moving across the planet sounds lonely, right? But the reality is often the exact opposite. You are instantly plugged into a vibrant and supportive community of fellow expats. Think about it, everyone's in the same boat. People are incredibly open, eager to make friends, and always ready to help a newcomer. Your colleagues quickly become more than co-workers. They become your travel buddies, your sounding board, your chosen family. Friendships form faster and run deeper because you're all sharing this wild, incredible experience together. And the community isn't just other foreigners. When you stay long-term, you build real, lasting relationships with local colleagues and neighbours. This could be the best bit. This is where the magic of true cultural immersion happens. You get invited to family dinners. You learn the language beyond just ordering a coffee. You start to understand the culture from the inside out. The mix of a built-in expat support system and deep local connections creates a powerful sense of belonging that can be hard to find even in your own hometown. After a few years, you realise you haven't just built a life here, you've built a home. So how does a 1-year plan become a 10-year reality? Or in my case, 24? It's not just one thing, it's the powerful combination of all 5. The savings give you financial freedom. The quality of life gives you the peace and time to actually enjoy it. The professional respect gives you a sense of purpose. The travel provides endless adventure, and the community makes it all feel like home. It starts as a plan to teach abroad for a year, but it turns into a life that's richer, more secure, and more exciting than you ever imagined. You don't just find a better salary, you find a better life. So if there are any long-term teachers out there watching, what's the biggest reason that you stayed? Drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. And I'd love for the newbies out there, the people that are just getting excited about this, to find out more about what your life is like as well. If you're starting to think about this journey, I've put together a free guide to get you started on your international teaching journey, including how to get your first job abroad. The link is right there in the description. If this was helpful, give it a like and a subscription would be massive. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video.